This week we'll be making an incredible and very simple dish coming from my home, Alsace. It's named tarte flambée and you can easily compete with the pizza. Let's translate it to flame cake or flame tart. Yes, flame tart. But what's the story behind it? This pizza-like dish originally appeared in Alsace, a region that now belongs to France. But throughout the centuries, it never stopped switching from French to German. Originally, flame tart was put in the bread oven of Alsatian bakers just to test if their oven was at the right temperature. Often, the temperature was slightly too high so that the flat piece of bread was slightly burned on the edges. And that's where the name comes from. In Alsatian it's called flammekuche and in French, tarte flambée. For one tarte flambée, you will need crème fraîche, 300 grams, and some onion, a handful, and finally some bacon, cut into thick slices, very important. No, seriously, you will need some smoked pork belly, any kind you can find. Here I show you some allumettes. Obviously, onions, and to top it off, some crème fraîche. For all our tarte flambée recipes, there is one thing in common, the dough. In France, you can find some pre-made sheets which are completely fine, but I will show you how to make your own later on in the video. You should start by cutting the onion in very fine strips. You can use a mandolin, of course, but please be careful because you are pushing your hand towards a razor-sharp blade. When you finish cutting your onions, reserve them until needed. Now we will move on to the smoked pork. First, lay out the slices on your cutting board. You can see that the slices are very thick, I insist. Then you cut away the skin part and try to leave as much of the fat on the meat. After that, you cut your pork belly into allumettes. It's a fancy French term to say thin strips of pork belly. They really shouldn't be too thick. Here, for comparison, the allumettes on the right we made and the one I boiled. It's the same thing. The base of the crème is 300 grams of crème fraîche or fromage blanc. You can basically use any yogurt-like product. To the cream, we will add salt, pepper, and nutmeg to taste. Then we combine everything. But I honestly have to say, when I make flame tart, I just use what I can find in my fridge. For our bread dough, we will mix together 300 grams of flour, 140 milliliters or grams of water, 15 milliliters of oil, and half a teaspoon of salt. That's it for most of the people. But because it originally is bread dough, we will add 1 pack or 7 grams of dry yeast. Trust me, that will make the difference. You can knead the dough by hand, or if you have a special kneading machine, you can use it, of course. You know the dough is finished when it stops sticking and it gets a smooth surface. When you're done, cover your dough and let it rest for at least 1 hour at room temperature. You can use any baking tray you want. It can be a round pizza tray or a rectangular one. When your dough is rested, divide it into 2 equal-sized balls and stretch it out so that it is very thin. But the shape doesn't really matter. Some will be oval or rectangular, but the most common type here in Alsace is a circular shape. Then poke a few holes in it with a fork. Before you put it on a baking tray, dust it with semolina or flour, or just use baking paper. Then you will add a healthy amount of seasoned crème fraîche. Unlike a pizza, you can add a lot of it. And try to leave a very thin edge. Then put a handful of sliced onion and a handful of lardon. And please, no leeks. They just don't belong there.
I hate them!
Then bake your tarte flambée in a preheated oven at the highest temperature. Mine is around 250 Celsius until the edges are slightly burnt. and then your life will change. The level of crispiness is just too high to describe it with words. The result is just... Okay, so now we will make the old school flame cake. For the cream, you need to make the same steps as the previous one, but you add an alcohol. And if it's too liquid, a bit of flour. And then mix until combined. The next step is to fry up some onion in a pan on medium heat with a splash of oil until they are transparent. And then again, we roll out the dough, put it on a baking tray, add some cream, but now we put some cooked and raw onions on top of the flame cake, plus we add some lardon. But this time, they are completely optional. Some people even prefer it without lardon. Once out of the oven, it looks like this, by the way. There are even some legal variants with Munster cheese, which has a very strong smell, or some grated Gruyere, which tastes amazing too. Thank you everyone for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to learn more about French dishes. Bye!